And that's nice to see. Working up some pace.
That's going to be close. Yes, it is. He picked up the wrong line to let it go outside the off stump. It wasn't wide enough. And that's the replay for you. He was back onto the back foot, shuffling across. And the umpire, of course, has the final decision, but it looked pretty relatively plumb from here.
Yes, look, totally deceived in the flight of it, the line of it, correction. And what he needs to do is to just bring it closer to the body of the batter there, because he's flashing outside the off stump. The ball is moving away from the right-hander. He's getting full support, the slip cordon.
Well, Wilkinson is surviving. He's surviving, but it's a very long fight. Ramraj looks a very competent soul, very composed with the shot selection.
What? And that's a bumper. Wide signal by the umpire. That extracted a lot of movement, a lot of bounce there from the border track. I can tell you for sure.
Well, Phillips has got very strong shoulders, that's for sure. And he's bowling from the shoulders. Reminds me of some of bowlers that we have seen over the years.
This is pitched up. And the right hand is coming neatly forward. But they'll want to work things out. When Georgetown batted, they had a really slow period when they started. So they're not out of the game by any means. And we're not saying that. But they're under pressure pretty early. 10 for 2. Really putting the brakes on, they're putting the pressure on, and they've been well led too by their skipper, 15 for a loss of 3.
Yes, the captaincy has been very good, and I guess coming out, the Georgetown under 19 coming out with 255 on the board in an under 19 final. It's a
for 3, win over number 6.
very composed and filled with confidence.
Bowled off stump, sent cartwheeling. In fact, it's the leg stump. And the ball came back into the left-hander. And a comprehensively beaten bowl. And the captain goes back to the pavilion. What a sorry sight for his team. And East Coast, who are in some sort of trouble. They're in major trouble now. 4 wickets down. Naeem, things can happen very fast in this game. 17 for 4.
Yeah, they're in trouble. I had the distinct feeling that Ramraj seemed very confident, and I was just about to say he should go on, get a very big score. It is in situations like these, people who are captains and have to give leadership, you expect that they would. It's not like he didn't want to stay there. He just couldn't. That was a good ball from Phillips, and he deserves the wicket.
Them to 2. So Khan is off the mark. He's on 2. Gainda hasn't scored as yet. And it's 18, I make it, for the loss of 4.
Ajay Gainda trying to get his sight in. But somewhere along the line, I haven't been impressed with the selection of these shots. Good batting from at least 2 of those players. Dindial, 63.
Fully financed by the Indo-Caribbean Federation and its supporters in New York, and they're looking forward for the attendance at that commissioning ceremony. They own the champion horse many years ago, Guyana Star.
Well, I know you were fascinated by horse racing. The only way I can describe this is that the East Coast team has been outplayed by their Georgetown, their Georgetown counterparts.
Yes, certainly the City Ball, the FL. And I'll give Anthony to tell you what was the